And this is, again, one of those holidays like a New Year's Eve, like other things, where people associate it with either drinking or drug activity. But really, it's about the drinking.
That's for sure. I used to hang out with all the Irish guys in New York. That's
they let you hang out with the Irish guys.
They let me hang out. It was called G. O'Donnell.
So I just really quick, and I'm going to ask our guest this. She's listening in the green room right now. Listen, and so when we get to that point,
I'll ask her. That's Irish.
Yeah, that's our green room. Okay. Yeah, she's in the green room, St. Patty's room. Any suggestions for people, especially in early recovery? St. Patty's comes up. Now, the truth is, it's like any other day, but in their minds, they build it up to be something powerful. What can they do to stop that uneasy feeling when those type of holidays come up?
Don't drink. That's number one.
All right, show's over. We're done. Just don't drink.
Don't drink.
No.
Don't hang out in the places where everybody's celebrating St. Patty's Day.
Right.
Okay, because you're going to drink. It's like hanging out in the barbershop long enough, you can get a haircut, right? Same stuff.
Being around sober people, good idea on those it's kind of reframe
if they know sober people, that's another issue. Just don't hang with the people that are partying like that. Otherwise, you're going to party with them.
Sounds good. We'll see what Maritza says about this as well. Now, who am I talking about? I'm talking about Dr. Maritza Izagiri-Kelly. She's right down here in South Florida. She's been working with addictions and mental health for, I don't want to age her, but 20 years, which means she started at like 5 years old, I think.
Right.
Because
I thought it was 2.5.
Let's bring in Maritza now. Again, Dr. Maritza Izagiri-Kelly, thank you for joining us, Maritza.
Yeah, thank you for having me, guys.
Oh, absolute pleasure. And I know you were probably listening to our conversation in the green room before we start and find out. Let's just start it off with that. A lot of people who have an association with drinking and doing unhealthy things, especially people with addictions on St. Patty's Day. Any tips you can give for something you could do to either change mindset or distract?
Absolutely. So, a lot of the behavior or habits, they're patterns, right? John had mentioned, you go to a barbershop, what do? It's an anchor for a haircut. You go lay in your bed and you try to read a book, but you fall asleep. Why? Because bed is an anchor for sleep. So I would say, if you do know sober people, be around those people. With Google nowadays, it's so easy to look up like sober activities that I can do for St. Patrick's Day. Maybe it's making green lemonade instead of green beer. Maybe it's making a traditional Irish dish, I believe corned beef and hash, right? Like you can have
corned beef and cabbage,
right?